Hello everyone, welcome to yet another tutorial. We are looking at how to model, break and animate a hand. So in the last tutorial we modeled the hand and texture mapped it. Now we'll look at the rigging. So this is the hand that we modeled and the link is in the description to get to this stage. From here on we are going to look at adding the bones. So if you go to add armature, you need a single bone, and a bone is added to the beginning of wherever the cursor is. Now this bone, if you go to armature, viewport display, there are different types of bones. So we are not going to deal with that, but we will make it in front and we'll turn the name on. So this is called a bone and we need to find that here under armature and we will name it as double click and rename it as upper arm. It is important to rename your objects properly. So if I hit the tab key, we can edit the bones. So the beginning of the board will be here. This object, if you go to the object properties, we can go to viewport display and we will turn on wireframe. So we can see where our lines are to add the bones in the right place. So we are in again tab to go to edit mode, and then this another bone will be at the wrist area, which is here. Okay. Now this is the joint, and this is the bone. Okay. And we named it upper arm. Now if I right click and then say subdivide, now we have upper arm and upper arm 1. And then we need to make it so that it is slightly bent towards the direction we want it to bend. Actually, we want to make sure that it is inside, and here we want it to bend slightly down. Okay, because the elbow is going to bend down, because this is considered to be, for example, the right side of the hand. So it will bend this side, it will bend like this. Okay, so we need the bend this side, not this side. So we need to make sure that the elbow position is right, the bend is there. This can be moved slightly up, and then this can be here. So we have a bend. Now the upper arm has, we'll put out, this will be called lower arm. Okay, so we will extrude this all the way here, and we will rename, subdivide this again, and we'll put it here. Okay, so this bone will be named wrist, and it is important to have the wrist, and we can place the wrist here if you want. No, actually the wrist has to be here, and we will subdivide this further, and we will name this hand, and these we will name it fingers. Okay, now we want extrude this one here, and extrude it here. Okay, so this one we will call this one thumb 1, and we'll call this thumb 2. Okay, so we want the thumb to bend somewhere here. We'll leave it there. Okay, and then you have to make sure that everything is inside the body. Okay, so that's about it. Now we don't need the name anymore for the bones, so remove the names. Okay, now for the controls. So we need one control here. So select to create controls, we'll go to add, we'll go to object mode, go to add mesh torus. This torus will make it 0.1 or 0.05, and we can make it 24, so it is low poly, and this can be 6. Okay, so you can see the makeup of our control, which is low poly. Okay, so we're going to use this for our controls. Okay, so this bone will look like this. So we'll go to pose mode now. We'll go to the bone properties and go to viewport display, and the shape will be torus. Okay, now we don't need this torus. We go to object mode. This torus can be deleted. Alright, now this bone properties we can make changes. So the scale is too big right now, so we can make it small. The orientation is not right, so we can rotate it. Okay, and that becomes the control for the arm. Now this arm needs to be, go to pose mode again, select this bone, and then again select the same torus. Again we can make it 0.5. We can make it smaller, 0.3 if you want, and we need to rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, so that is our second control. We need third control at the wrist. So select the wrist. Again we will add the torus. Again we will make it small. Again we will rotate 90 degrees, and that becomes our wrist control. Maybe it is too small, so we can make it big. Okay, our thumb is going to bend, so we'll use torus for the thumb, 0.5. We can decide what the rotation should be, maybe 30 degrees. And then we will need one for the fingers, 0.6, 90 degrees. So this will be all our bones, and they are, if you go to armature, we will say in front disabled. So now they are much better. So now we are ready to animate our character. Okay, so if you go to pose mode, you can, we didn't attach our model to the mode. So you go to object mode, select this, shift select this, control P, and we're going to use automatic weights. Alright, and now if you select this, go to pose mode, and now rotate it. Our hand is rotating. Okay, the wrist, the thumb, and then the fingers. Okay, now if you go to object mode, select this, then go to weight paint mode, you can see here under cube, there are vertex groups. So these are the fingers. So we didn't add enough segments for the fingers to bend, and that's why we didn't get good bend in the fingers. So you can see that the fingers now, we can paint the fingers. So this finger bone is affecting these vertices, and we want it to affect more of these. Okay, and then you can work with the strength also. If you can reduce the strength and then bend, so more of these areas will be affected. Okay, and now if you go to port mode and rotate this, you get a better bend. You can go to normal and then it will bend in the right direction. Okay, this is for the wrist and this is for the thumb. In the next class, we'll look at doing the basic animation. Thank you very much.